Welcome back, Wolfskinders, and welcome back to another episode of Which is Better. And today's Which is Better, we're talking about zombie pirates and the wilderness agility course. I wanted to do this because both zombie pirates and wilderness agility course have the ability to make gold and also get blighted supplies like food and and stuff like that. So I wanted to see how it would turn out if we did it for like 20 minutes, because that's normally what I go for my witches betters. So as you guys can see from the top, that's zombie pirates, and at the bottom, that is the wilderness agility course. And so while those are playing to show you that I actually did them, let us now take a quick look at the loot that we got and go from there. So for zombie pirates, this is what we were able to get. Now, I did use the keys as a branching point too, because you do get supplies from them too. And this is what we were able to get and stuff like that. So, in a grand total of it all, we got maybe close to I want to say let's really like because the zombie keys can be sold and stuff like that. So you're gonna sell them for so you can get them sold. But let's say for simplicity's sake, we got the 664, not counting the loot we got from there. So let's just say we count that. So let's try to say it's about 700K in total. Let's go with that. Maybe a little bit under that, but let's try to get at least somewhat close to where we can understand it. Okay. So here's what we were able to get. We were able to get 60 blighted mana rays and 35 blighted Quam ones and 20 super restores from the zombie pirates when we were doing that, not counting the ones we got from the chest, which is about 62 and 62 mana rays and 22 angler fishes. So that was actually not as bad considering that's actually kind of in my um, mid to high range for those. And for here, for the wilderness agility course, we did 25 laps. We technically did 26, but I forgot to tag the damn thing when I went out because the timer went out and I didn't want to get caught by a PK, so we're just not going to count that lap. So we're going to check our looting bag, and we got roughly 200 201 K's worth of loot for this if we were to sell everything. We got 30 38 38 um mana rays, 35 quam ones, and 40 um uh uh angler fishes, and then 11 black super restores. Um So here's the thing about the Wilderness Agility course is that you got to pay 150K just to start getting the blighted supplies up like this. You don't get this unless you do this, not counting the stuff here. Um, so realistically, for something that cost 150K, this really isn't worth it unless you stay there for like into the 60s. But if you're just going there just for a quick supply run, like I don't know, I swear like the zombie pirates are still better loot wise and supplies wise overall because it's so low in the wilderness that yeah, you're tele blocked. Like the thing is with both wilderness and with the wilderness agility course and the zombie pirates, they both have a distinct they both have the similar attack styles. Is that the moment you get into one, you can't teleport out. You're in deep wilderness when you're in the agility course, and you're tele blocked when you're at the zombie pirates, so you can't teleport out. So you're already at both. So both have the disadvantages of being that where you have to try to escape the PKers if you get caught. And just going based on this, like the wilderness course for 150K just isn't viable. When I can take a cheap set out for when I can take a cheap set out for my wilderness zombie pirates and just do this cheaper, you know? I'm gonna put this stuff away so I can show you that. So give me a second. Let me just put this stuff away because we already discussed that, but that's not gonna. And see, I already have a tab for this, and see right here is like the cheapest my cheapest setup for this, you know? At least with this, this is like my most cheapest setup anyway, is this. And you're only risking protect from item, you're only risking 20K, and without protect from item, you're risking about 70K, you know? And that's not counting if you do wilderness for longer, and it's just I just don't think wilderness agility course is viable for that when considering you could just take a cheap set out and go do zombie pirates and make more supplies and more money at the same time. I thought for sure wilderness agility course would go, but no, you got to stay out there longer. I think they really need to rework that a lot more because it seems like zombie pirates are still the way to go for supply runs. I really wanted Deep Wilderness to really like be the top dog for that because you're in Deep Wilderness, but it's not really that viable. 150K, 150K, and I already um like I'm gonna put my supplies away. I'm gonna put the supplies away and see how much we actually made. So I'm gonna put the supplies away and I'm gonna see how much we actually made. Yeah, we pretty much made 10K. Taking out not taking out for the taking out the blighted supplies, we made 10K there. Yeah, this isn't worth it. Not for someone like me. And I'm probably sure some people probably think the same way, but this is absolutely just not good. It's not worth it. Zombie pirates are still superior. They really, if they're gonna make Deep Wilderness better, they need to rework that and make it more viable for that. That 150K should give you some good loot to risk, even if it's just one item at a time, like they were doing with this. It's like it's not worth it. It's you're still making more bank and getting more supplies at zombie pirates. So yeah, in my opinion, skip wilderness agility and just go straight back to zombie pirates. You'll make more money, and I really can't stress that enough. It just isn't worth wilderness agility just is not worth it for that long. If I got this in 20 minutes, if I got this in 20 minutes, and this is what I got in 20 minutes doing wilderness agility course, yeah, this isn't really that viable. So take it at what you will, guys, but I will see you guys next time on another episode of Which is Better. So you guys take care, be well, be safe, have fun. Bye, everyone.